I had this idea of bringing you through my day today because a lot of you are asking about what you should do every day, and you want your lives to be different, but it starts with your daily routine. So I want to show you what I do to keep up my vibration and to allow more great stuff into my life. And it's probably going to be pretty corny because I'm a pretty corny person. So the first thing I do, which I've been doing just before I started this, is I imagine what I want for the day and like what I'm having trouble with or anything I've had trouble with in the past. If that is, not in harmony with what I want, then I'll like do some EFT about it, just kind of laying here. I'll just say things in my head and feel into my heart and how it responds. I reminded myself like I create all of this. Talk to myself in my head and I create all of this, and what do I want today and how do I want to feel today, and I told my heart, okay, heart, you're leading the day today, and I let it feel really big and important, and I felt into my inner child and if there's anything sticky going on there, and then I kind of said this mantra, I welcome receiving more than I need, and I enjoy receiving more than I need. So I welcome receiving more than I need, and I enjoy receiving more than I need. And I feel into it. I feel what that makes my body feel. Where does it feel? What sensation does it feel? Because that is the important part. We need to see how these things resonate with us. That way we know if it's a block or if it's open. If it's a block, you could do intuitive art to see how to clear the block. You can ask your heart, what do you need in order to feel safe doing this? And so on. There's a lot of ways you can do that. So yeah, that's what I do in bed. I talk to myself and I make sure my heart is open and excited and happy. And then when I'm really excited and happy, I get out of bed. But I try not to get out of bed until I am excited and happy. And by the way, I should let you know that I have gotten out of bed to use the bathroom. And then I came back to bed to do all this work. So it is highly worth it. It is part of your work. I don't think you should start working without doing this work. At least not for me. Okay, on to the next thing. I usually start my day drinking a lot of water. I work on a cup of tea. It's oolong for a couple hours. It takes me that long to get that down so I don't get caffeine shock. I look at what I didn't do, like on my last to-do list. Like right now, book launch is kind of unchecked. So I'll write that on today's to-do list. And I kind of do this very informally. I let things come to me while I am watching my daily Tati video. She talks about makeup every day, and even though I don't really wear much makeup, I just love her. She's like she's a good personality. She's got good things to say. So I watch her video and I kind of like let my day come together. And this way, because I'm not sitting down and forcing myself to think of things to do, it's all pretty inspired. And then if I don't get to something, then I don't beat myself up about it. But mostly the things I think of writing down are like the key things, because I'm in a playful mood right now, which is what I want to be in. So lots and lots of water, little bits of tea, and Tati. Check her out. It is now time for essential oil time. So this is my drawer of essential oils, and I have more scattered about, but I just pick intuitively which one to use for the day, and sometimes if I don't like it, I will put it back. But this actually is pretty good. So today's elevation and frankincense, pretty cool. So I'm going to put that in my diffuser with some water and smell up my day. So I just spent some time printing out some orders for calendars and answering emails of clients. And now I'm going on Facebook just to check in with my groups and reply to people. And here's a really great productivity solution. If you get stuck on Facebook, but you have to use it for work, you can install something called the Newsfeed Eradicator, and it will literally make your newsfeed disappear and give you these awesome quotes. So here's, "We are still masters of our fate. We are still captains of our souls," from Winston Churchill. But every time you go in, it's a new one. So I just refreshed, and now it says the best way to make your dreams come true is to wake up. I love that. So I just spent time in here, and my to-do list has grown. Today it looks like it's going to be a guest posting day. I've got some pitches that I want to make for places to guest post, and I've already written everything. I'm going to mark off homework for my students and do some more influencer outreach. And yeah, it's shaping up to be a really fun day. Now that I'm awake, which takes a while, I am going to take a shower. And my shower routine's pretty banging. So I dry brush using 2 different brushes. This is softer, so I can use it on my face and my breasts. And this one is really stiff, so it's good on everything else. And I use different essential oils. I'm using Aroma Touch now. I just put a drop on my hand and then rub the brush into it. And then whatever's left over, I rub this one into it because it's going on my face. I don't want it to be too strong. And then in the shower, when it's all steamy, I use Ylang Ylang because it smells really good. And then once a week or so, I put a drop of rosemary in my palm before I put my shampoo in, because rosemary is really good for your scalp. So pretty. Yeah, and I don't spend a ton of time in the shower, but I do put on my dance party mix from Spotify while I'm in the shower, so I'm dancing and having fun and, continuing my fun day. And I have to show you guys, a lot of my days also spent snuggling with my beautiful little kitties. This is the spare room. This is actually the cat room. Hi, Bucky! And my cats make me so happy. And so I spend as much time with them as I can. And they love it. And it makes me feel good. Makes them feel good. And it's part of my happy day. So it's so hard to turn off my music. And now I have to go to work. So now is when I do my meditation, sometimes yoga, when I can turn off the dance. And then I do my work that I need concentrating for, so I don't look at my phone. I turn off my ringer. Sadly, I turn off my music. So my ringer is off all day. I don't have any notification sounds on this phone at all. Nada. Unless I'm waiting for a doctor to call me or something special. For my cats. I don't really go to the doctor, so cat doctor, whatever, but normally no notifications on my phone. I'm kind of addicted to checking my email, so I'm not perfect there. I will glance at my email often, but I try to just work in chunks where I can concentrate and not worry about anything else. And that's afternoon for me, is when I can do that. And is now afternoon, so I will, and you'll come with me, but that's pretty much what I do. So I really don't start working until the afternoon. I work about 5 hours a day, and all the rest of the time not working is alignment, vibration, making sure I'm in a good mindset. Today I was good. Today I did a lot of the mindset stuff in bed, And, I do tapping informally when I'm not doing like a full-on 7-minute EFT thing. But if I woke up feeling like I couldn't get there on my own, like I couldn't really feel like, all right, I'm aligned, I'm deserving, I'm receiving, this is awesome, life is amazing, then I will go right into a full-on EFT thing like I've shared with you before, and I'll share my favorite playlist below from Brad Yates. I love him. So, yeah. If you can't get there on your own, or you're not sure if you're getting there on your own, or if you know things are popping in for you, then take care of it. Take care of it. Okay, work time. Okay, now something typical just happened. I was trying to do the work that's on my to-do list. I was going to edit an article that I'm submitting to Tiny Buddha, and I kept putting it on my screen, then I kept getting distracted, and I kept bringing it up, and then I got a snack, and then I came back, and it just wasn't working, and I went and I laid down with my cat for a moment, and I realized it's just not what I want to do. And I asked myself, what do I want to do? And I wanted to get creative. And I remembered that I needed to make some paintings and ship them out. Little paintings. And that made me feel excited. And I felt the burst of energy. So when I'm feeling like I'm procrastinating, it just means I'm not doing the right thing in the moment. And so I got to find out what will make me excited. And sometimes I take a nap. Like, you got to let yourself be flexible, I believe anyway, because you can't force anything. Like, yes, there are times that you're going to be scared and you're going to be resistant to doing something, and you'll need to kind of lead yourself there. But in the course of an everyday life, you want to find what's exciting to you and what's inspiring, and do that, because that's going to lead you to where you want to go fastest. So anyway, I just figured it out. Now I'm going to go do it, and yeah, keep on going. So that was my work day. I got to painting, and I just kept going. I did the 2 paintings I needed to do. I painted some jars for a Christmas present for my mom and dad, and then I continued to paint this one. Eric doesn't watch my videos, so I can tell you this is a painting for him. And it's interesting because if you really look into it, you can see figures. There's like 2 cats in there. There's a bunch of other stuff. So he loves my puzzle paintings. He's always telling me what he sees in them, which is really fun. So getting creative is just what I needed. I ended up doing more than I thought I would do, which always happens. And this was the end of my work day. I tend to take a lot of breaks. I tend to work spread out over a longer period of time because I don't have a commute. I'm always here, and sometimes I'll stay up around 11 to 1 a.m. and I'll do a little bit of work there. I just follow my energy and I keep myself happy, and I do what works for me. If working in the early morning works for you, do that. But anyway, thanks for watching my daily routine. And if you have any questions about it, or if you like this and you want me to vlog more often, just let me know. Or if this was hideously boring, you can let me know too. So, ta-ta for now. Lots of love. Bye.